All right, everybody, come on in, come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie, Maggie the substitute teacher. I'd like to welcome you to another dining documentary. Usually, I am welcoming you to a struggle cooking class where I am not a professional chef, nor am I a professional YouTuber. I'm just a mom and a home cooker, and I love to share my love of food on my health and wellness journey with you all. But when I'm not in the kitchen, I actually am still eating clearly, working on that. But we are going to review a restaurant in Idaho that I traveled to last week. And so I am part of a community of YouTubers called the YouTube Creator Collective, which means I do get invitations to certain events, and I'd love to take you all behind the scenes with me. You all have said that you like knowing some of the other goings on. So we will focus today on Coa del Mar. And if you have other questions or want to see some other pictures from the trip, happy to share them with you. But this was my first time in Idaho. I'm in Atlanta, so this was kind of my first time in kind of the proper West, if you will. So sit back, relax, and we will talk about this for a little bit. Thank you so much, Big Stags. We're going to take attendance. If you would like to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. However, if you prefer to watch quietly from the clouds, y'all know who you are. You're always welcome here. We are the happy, wholesome, family friendly side of Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and also streaming on USA Global TV and radio. Big Stag says, enjoy yourself. Yes, thank you so much for the compliment. I see you here. Let's see who's coming in on Instagram. I see Jaron, Ashira, and Kelvin. Thank you all so much for being here. And then on TikTok, I see Little Debbie, Cook, Miami. So many of you. Hi, Maya. Hello, beloved. Hello, everybody. Okay. So I will share my screen on the dining documentaries. What we do, the first half is we look up the restaurant menu and we take a look at the type of cuisine that they have to offer. I let you all know what I think. I let you all know what I ordered. And then the second half of the dining documentary, we actually look at my pictures and video. But today you're in for a special treat because I have the professional photography from the YouTube photographer that was hired there. So you get to have some really good pictures, not just my janky photography. All right. So I don't know if we have anybody. I know we have scholars all over the place. I don't know if we have anybody from the West, but I'm going to share my screen and let's take a look at Coa del Mar. And if someone could translate that for me, I know Del Mar is ocean, from the ocean. Del Mar, mar is ocean in Spanish. However, I probably should have looked it up. What does Coa del Mar mean? Maybe someone can translate for me. All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to share my screen. Let's go to where are my seafood lovers? Feel free to put a seafood emoji in the chat. We'll take a look at the menu and then see what they have to offer. So what I understand having gone there, this is like a family restaurant. I believe there's a Latin version. There's another one called Barbacoa and then Coa del Mar. Let's see if we can read a little bit about the About Us and find out more about it. And so they opened up the third restaurant, which is the seafood restaurant, which is where YouTube had the event. Big Stags is here for the shrimp. Absolutely. Shout out to you. All right, so let's see if we can take a look together. Why don't we? All right, so let's see what it says. Celebration of heritage, land and sea. So I'm just going to scroll here. We got a beautiful view of the water. Um, so it says they serve the freshest seafood in Treasure Valley. And I understand, especially for seafood restaurants. Now, let's talk about this, y'all. I was in Idaho, which if you don't know the geography, is not on the coast. Some of you all on the coast, maybe Virginia, Florida, California, maybe you all are used to getting fresh seafood every day. But those of us who live inland, I'm in Atlanta, this was in Idaho. We do have seafood restaurants in Atlanta, just like Coa del Mar, where they will fly in the seafood. So you have fresh seafood. So that's a luxury. It's definitely a luxury. All right. So they have happy hour service, they have dinner service. I was there. It was a Tuesday evening dinner. We had the private room, so you all will see. But you can see here flown in seafood, and they have their hot rock fillet. So we'll take a look. The chef Enrique Martinez. All right, he's been the executive chef for 25 years for the family, the Castoro family that has this restaurant. That carrot cake looks beautiful. So let's take a look at these specialties. So they have a dessert menu. Of course, we're going to look at that. The dinner menu, we'll look at that. Ceviche and seafood, we will take a look at that. Let me know if we have any ceviche lovers in the house. I'm coming back to the menu, but let's see what else. So they bring the sea to the mountains. So that's basically fresh seafood out west. Look at that presentation. Look at that hot rock. Is that a filet mignon? With I don't know what this is, but it looks amazing. Looks like some whipped mashed potatoes and some vegetables. That's a manly meal right there on fire. And it says your premier destination for fine dining and fresh seafood in Eagle, Idaho. And as always, you all, I have linked the restaurant, the link to Goa del Mar in the description. So if you want to check it out on your own, you absolutely can. I just wanted to review with you all. All right, so let's see here what they say. Treat yourself, treat yourself, treat yourself to a delightful fine dining restaurant at Coa del Mar, Eagle's foremost destination for fine dining and exquisite seafood. Our fine dining and fish restaurant in Eagle, Idaho is renowned for its unparalleled culinary delights and inviting ambiance. Whether you're a seafood connoisseur or simply seeking an unforgettable dining experience, shout out to me. Y'all know I'm here for the meals. Coa del Mar promises to deliver an unforgettable meal that exceeds your expectations, and I have to agree. It was amazing. I ate off my plan, full dairy, full gluten, full sugar, but it was incredible. Big Stags is loving it. All right, so we have a seafood restaurant out west. I was having some thoughts, like I'm the type of person, you all let me know what you think. Whenever I travel to an area, I like to have something that the area is known for. Y'all know what Idaho is known for, right? And I want to have something that I can't get everywhere. Shout out to you if you like the chain restaurants, but I really like to have an experience that is unique so I can come back and share it with you all. It's for research purposes. So when I got this invitation from YouTube, I was thinking, oh man, seafood restaurant in Idaho. So I was like, when I go out west, I'm thinking, okay, they probably have really good steak out there. The Midwest, the West, where they have a lot of land. Of course, if I were on the coast, I would have to get some seafood. So these are the conundrums that I struggle with. Let us continue, take a look at the website, and then we'll hop on over to the menu. All right. So this looks like a beautiful, what is this? Lobster tail with some scallops, looks like potato, some broccolini, shrimp, and a lemon. So shout out to the seafood lovers. All right, so let's see here a little bit more. The finest dining experience near you. At Coa del Mar, we take pride in sourcing only the finest ingredients to craft our culinary masterpieces. Our chefs are dedicated to creating dishes that showcase the natural flavors and textures of the sea, ensuring each bite is a symphony of taste sensations. From succulent lobster tails to perfectly seared scallops, every dish is a testament to our commitment to culinary excellence. I have to agree, it was incredible. So you'll see this from the pictures. I thought the decor was very whimsical, almost like you're underwater. It was on a lake in Idaho, not a lake, I'm sorry, the river. So I was in Boise, Idaho. So I'm assuming Eagle, Idaho is like maybe a suburb or something like that. So the actual city is Eagle, Idaho, but Boise is the capital of Idaho. And there's a Boise River that if you're an outdoor person, I am not. Clearly. But if you're an outdoor person, people like to go tubing. That's very common out west. People like to explore the outdoors. It reminded me of Denver, Colorado. It reminded me of those really like beautiful, majestic landscapes, clean, a little bit thin air for me. I'm a Southern girl, so I felt parched and dry, but it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. All right, let's continue on. All right, let's see. All right, so we've got a lot here. Okay, so you can visit, excuse me, unparalleled seafood. Gosh, look at that, y'all. Just the presentation. I won't read everything for you. Seafood sensations. Look at the lobster tail. Let's take a look at the menu. Let's go through the menu and then we can come back to this if we want. But let's start with menu. Let's see if there's anything about the story that stands out. Uniquely inspired upscale dining experience, Eagle, Idaho. Yeah. I was just scrolling to see if we had the other 3 restaurants in here that they are partnered with. Here it is. Consistent with sister restaurants Barbacoa and Coa de Hima. I wonder, maybe someone can translate for me. Del Mar offers high-end cuisine with a Latin flair. Interesting. Okay. Let's go to the menu. Let's go to the dinner menu. Maybe we can start with a little appetizer. Who do we have coming in here? We have Dr. Steele says, hi, Maggie. Hi, Dr. Steele. Thank you so much for being here. We are doing a dining documentary, you all, on Coa del Mar, which is the restaurant I was at last week for my YouTube Creator Collective event in Idaho. And again, thank you so much, YouTube, as always, for inviting me. I'm very grateful to be able to have these experiences and share them with you all. All right, so sit back and relax. Let's take a look at the menu. We're going to look at the full menu, and then, like I said, I'll show you my pictures from the event. So we're going to go to the dinner menu. Oh, we're here already. Let's scroll down. Appetizers. All right, so I always love to know you all. I'm going to go through and I want to know what you all would order from the appetizer menu. Now, a little bit of a spoiler alert, which is not uncommon when you have large events. I'll give you all a little bit of dining etiquette, if you will. Shout out to the Finishing School. Registration is still open. If you're interested, Lucy and I teach the Finishing School for the Modern Woman, which is a privately taught 8-week course. We only do it twice a year, and registration is open. We start the first weekend in September. So if you are a woman, 18 to 60 plus, or know a woman who wants to be the best version of herself, we have registration open. Go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com for all of the details. Okay, so it's not uncommon when you are invited to an event at a restaurant, especially when it's with a group. We were there for a private event for YouTube. They will have a custom menu curated just for the group. So we did have a menu, you will see it, of a few items to choose from. Not everything, because you can imagine if there's 30 something people there, you can imagine that it's going to be how do you say, long to take the orders when you have all those choices. And y'all know me, I'm already going to tell you, I want everything. That's the problem. I'm indecisive. You know how we women are. I'll speak for myself. I can be very indecisive. I want everything. So let's take a look at everything and be virtually greedy for just a moment. Okay, so you can get your guac. We did have that. This was at the table when we sat down. It says house made at your table. It was very fresh. You could taste the onion. You could taste the avocado. You could taste the tomato. It was excellent. They have escargot. Shout out to the snails. Excuse me, any snail lovers amongst us? Not me, but y'all can have that. You can have your bread of the day if you like to dip your bread. Who wants a classic shrimp cocktail? I think that's a standard at any seafood restaurant. Let's just scroll through. Coconut shrimp. Shout out to the islands. I would probably want that. Deviled eggs. Not too much for me, but you could have them with caviar. So you could have fish eggs on your deviled eggs if anybody's feeling adventurous. We don't have a picture, but they have a cheese board. So if you want your little charcuterie with cheese and nuts, let me know what you all think about that. Oscar style steak Wellington. How is this? Okay, this can't be the appetizer menu. Oh my gosh, y'all, this can't be the appetizer menu, but it is. Okay. Steak Wellington, that's the puff pastry. Clams with chorizo sauce. Beef carpaccio. Spicy calamari. Get off my back. What is that? That's the get off my back. Okay. Octopus. I know we have a scholar who likes the octopus. I'm okay with calamari. Maybe that's octopus. I thought it was squid. Jumbo crab cocktail. Look at this one, y'all. It's the whole crab. Dungeness crab cakes. That's usually a safe choice if you can have shellfish. Chicken wings. So I'll just scroll and I'll tell you all what I did have. So the chicken wings were on the table, or they had some past appetizers to share, smothered in a sambal barbecue sauce. They were excellent, y'all. Topped with green onion and sesame seeds, served with chipotle ranch. These chicken wings were incredible. You all will see them. They were cooked really nice and tender and super savory. When you're used to eating things kind of light and without a lot of sauce, it was a lot, but y'all, it was so good. I know Big Stag says, get off my back. It makes you want to order it just to know what it is. But maybe let's take a look at what it was. I think it was a lighter meal. Maybe that's their low calorie option, but I did see that big garlic bread. The get off my back is 2 shrimp stuffed with crab, topped with herbs, garlic, and a lemon beurre blanc, if I'm saying that correctly. Maybe that's a low calorie option, but it looks incredible. All right, chicken wings, ribs al pastor, Wagyu beef. Shout out to the burger lovers amongst us. Okay, so that's your appetizer choice. So let me know what you all are choosing from the appetizers, and then we will move on to our soup and salad course. We did have salad. I did not have soup, so let me see if I can show you all what we had. Yes, we had this one, the house salad, the Del Mar, exotic greens, almonds, sun-dried dates, grape tomatoes, and goat's cheese. Y'all know me and the goat's cheese, topped with a sherry grape vinaigrette. That was excellent. So this was very common when you're having dinner service with others, where they will have like the appetizers and salads to share. So you're on a big table and they'll put a few down for everyone to kind of help themselves. And that way the waiter only has to come around and take like your drink menu, your entree menu, maybe dessert. But that way you come, you sit down, you have something to refresh you. So let me know what's standing out to you all. All right, so they also have for salad choices, they have the wedge salad, very common for a steakhouse. You got to break the bowl. So this is served in an Asiago wafer bowl. You don't see the picture, but to me that, I'm assuming it looks like a taco salad with the shell if you're going to eat the bowl as well, but made out of cheese instead of tortilla. Kale and quinoa salad, spinach salad with Chambord glaze. Not sure what that is, but it sounds fancy. Burrata salad for our Italian lovers. You have your tomatoes and basil and fresh mozzarella. Salad, is it niqua? For our sushi lovers. Seafood chowder. Shout out to y'all that like the soup. Arugula salad with goat's cheese. I would love that. And a Maui onion soup. All right, so for the soups and salads, we just had the house salad. It was excellent. You all can let me know if something caught your eye. But so far, that is the menu. All right, let's see here. Okay, let us continue. Now let's take a look at the entrees. A la carte sides. Now, I didn't order anything a la carte, but I'm assuming if you had an entree, this is very common in steakhouses where you'll order your cut of steak and then they will have sides that are usually shareable in size. But if you wanted to, you could get cream spinach. Ooh, look at this one, whipped potatoes with cojita cheese and bacon, fingerling potatoes. That would be like a roasted potato au gratin. That would be like your sliced potato with the little crumbles and cheese. Mac and cheese with bacon, pepper, and Spanish chorizo. Y'all, you can tell none of this is sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, but it sounds amazing. Truffle fries, caviar potato, broccolini with lemon and almonds, mushroom risotto with Parmesan cheese, asparagus, and then bacon and goat's cheese Brussels sprouts. So if you wanted to get some additional sides for the table, you can absolutely do that. You all can let me know if any of those are standing out to you. Okay, so now let's take a look at the seafood items. I know we have some seafood lovers amongst us. Since this is Goa del Mar, which is a from the sea restaurant, so let's take a look at the fresh fish that they have flown in, and you all can let me know which one stands out to you. I will let you know that I did not get seafood. I was very torn, but this is what I do when I get to a restaurant and I have too many options and I don't know what I want to do. I literally just tell the waiter, surprise me. Because I'm a true foodie. I'll eat just about anything clearly, but I like to try. I don't have to finish it, but I like to sample everything. And, I asked the waiter and he recommended something. And there's a part of me that I was like, yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. All right, let's take a look at the seafood. We have sea scallops, we have ahi tuna, we have swordfish and shrimp, halibut, paella. What is that? Bouillabaisse? I don't know what that is. Everything in a fish broth. That sounds amazing. Lobster pot pie. I guess you can make anything into a pot pie. Mahi mahi, king salmon. Whew. Chilean sea bass. I know somebody that would love the sea bass. Lobster mac and cheese with bacon. Orange roughy. That's a nice white fish. Holland sole. Seafood platter. Fish and chips. Shout out to the UK. Baja fish tacos. So something for everybody, casual as well as fancy. And then now let's take a look at our steak options or our meat options. We are out west, right? Hot rock filet. So this is their signature. It's a 10-ounce filet mignon with flamed cognac sauce. So that's what it is. This is probably beautifully presented with that rock that is hot. And then they pour the alcohol on and it sets it on fire. Gotta love that presentation, and that's their signature dish. You can get a ribeye, you can get veal, you have your New York strip. That was an offer at the dinner. Lamb chops, tomahawk, prime rib, barbecue, steak, and lobster. And then you can see here the sides that you can choose from. And then, man, the menu is quite extensive. Elk chop. What is that? Like a pork chop? I've never eaten elk. Let me know if anybody has. I don't know if I would try that. You can get a pork chop, prime rib, carne asada, duck breast, chicken, short rib, and then the noodle options, linguine, gnocchi, shrimp Alfredo, and this one right here is what I ended up getting. So let's talk about this. Short rib with porcini ravioli. When I asked the waiter what he recommended the ravioli. And I was torn because I'm not really a pasta girl. So I'm thinking, I'm at a seafood restaurant out west, and I asked you what you recommend, and you recommended the ravioli. And I was like, but then I said, okay, surprise me. And that's what he brought. And when I tell you, it was incredible. So it's truffle ravioli. So this mushroom ravioli, porcini mushrooms. So these big round pastas are stuffed with truffle mushrooms. And then there's this huge chunk of short rib, that braised short rib on top of it. And it's a morel mushroom brandy cream sauce. This was not a low-calorie meal. That cream sauce was everything. I could barely eat half, and I took it with me, warmed it up the next day. It was amazing in my Airbnb, topped with roasted beets and apples for a little bit of sweetness to balance all that savory. So you all will see my actual pictures. That's what he brought. And when I tasted it, it was divine. And then the beef tenderloin. Okay, so that is the menu. I will drop the link in the chat so you all can check it out. We're going to move over to the actual pictures and video from the YouTube event. If you all have any questions, feel free to ask me your questions. We're just doing a dining documentary today so you can see when I'm not streaming what I'm eating, because I love to share with you all. All right. So let's see. We're going to switch screens over to the um, the pictures, and I'm going to show you all the professional pictures from the YouTube photographer. I'm so excited. All right, so let's share this tab. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Hey, Jurgen. Jurgen is here from across the pond. You would love this. Our Mediterranean is in the house. All right. So let us go here and all right. So again, I am part of the YouTube Creator Collective. Thank you again, YouTube, for inviting me. I love being able to go to the events. I do get invitations all the time. Some of them I go to, some of them I have to politely decline because let's face it, it's not helping me with my weight loss goals. It's really, really exciting, but the food is very rich and it's always an open bar and 3-course meal. So I am grateful. Donnie Jones Live says, I always catch you while I'm driving. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, registration is open for the finishing school. We start the first weekend in September. So if you or someone you know would benefit from etiquette, elegance, femininity, being the best version of yourself, the older women teaching the young, we only do it twice a year. And this is a requirement for our upcoming advanced class in November. All right, everyone, let's dive into the photos. So thank you again, YouTube. So this was just some of the decor on the table when we arrived and we got checked in. They took us to a private room. So you can see here, they had the YouTube big blocks up, beautiful table placement. And these little red slivers here, we all had our own little menu. I actually, did I bring it? I think I have it. Yes, it's right here. I remember putting it here so that I wouldn't lose it. But this is what I meant. So I don't know if you all can see here. This is the menu that was on the table for all of us to choose from. We got Gina in the house. She says, good afternoon, Maggie and everyone. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. So beautiful room. You can see some of the I don't know if this is a shark or swordfish. The art motif was very much del mar, from the sea. All right, so just a wider picture. I'd say maybe 30 or more of us there. You can see here they had chips and guacamole already out for us. So they had some chips, and then the light that's coming in from the side here, I kind of sat there. This was on the Boise River, I believe. So there was a river there that we were able to see. They have like this outdoor patio. So I sat right here. They have this outdoor patio. So it's beautiful. We arrived dinner, I think it was like 6 to 9 p.m., if I get the timing right. And so as the sun goes down, it's just a beautiful view to watch it. So this is their house guacamole. And of course, water on the table to refresh. So just some beautiful pictures there. I always love to get, how do you say, inspiration from other hosted events, because you never know when you will, when you'll be able to, or you'll need to host people, even if it's not at your house. All right, so this event was, all the YouTube events that we go to, they always have a content creator that's kind of the host, if you will. So YouTube is there, the team is there, but this one is hosted by the Idaho painter, someone local in the area. So I was able to meet and mingle with other content creators, learn so much. You never know who's like behind that camera or making content, and there's always something that you can learn. So that was the Idaho painter. We're here for the food. So let me see if I can fast forward through some of these and get to the food. So there's the Idaho painter. All right, so people are coming in, we're being greeted, and we're taking our pictures. That's him and his beautiful bride. We all did get, I don't know what I did with mine, but we all have our lanyards. So this is a nice little touch whenever we go to the YouTube creator events. They give us nice little gear and swag. So there's Lindsay, a teacher. She's got a channel on teaching. The Idaho painter actually makes content about painting houses. So that's great. So people are coming in, meeting and greeting and talking to each other. There's your Maggie. So I just got a couple pictures looking out at the water, and we're talking and having a good time. All right, let's see. So as people are getting settled here, all right, we're getting our our lanyards. So for family style, or when the food is served, especially when you come to an event, I'll give you all a little bit of little dining etiquette. You always want to wait, make sure the host knows that you're there, and then wait to be told, okay, it's time to eat, before you just dig in. When you're dining with others, it's never, even though the food is great, it's never really about the food. It's about the connection that you make with others. You never know if there's going to be a speech or a prayer or a special guest or something. So you want to wait for people to kind of welcome you formally and then say, you may begin. And that's what we did. So we spent a lot of time just kind of talking to each other, small talk. You know, some people like it, some people don't. But what kind of content do you make? I met some of y'all, some very big named representatives there. So we'll see more to come from that. All right, so we're getting the welcome. Everybody's, thank you for coming. There's Maggie having a good time listening. All right. All right, so now let's get to the food. So let's see if we got a good picture of the chicken wings. Let me see if I can zoom in. These are the official photos, and then I can show you all my photos. But this was the one of the starters, if you will. So we had chips and guac, house guac on the table. These are their Chipotle barbecue chicken wings. When I tell you they were big, they were meaty, and they were tender, literally fall off the bone. I think I had like 3 or 4 of them. They were so good. You want to go back for more. And then the Chipotle ranch that they had on the side, it was good. You know, ranch already is kind of cool and creamy, but this ranch had like a little bit of smokiness to it with the Chipotle flavor. It was incredible. Very rich, very creamy. I think it paired well to balance the sweet, but oh my goodness, Jurgen is here licking his chops. Okay, let's get back to the food. Yes, the chicken wings were excellent. Absolutely excellent. All right, this is, oh gosh, Mr. Hull. He does, gosh, what kind of, there's all these like gamers and y'all, I don't know, they do all these different events and different types of content, but that's what's so great about YouTube. Like everybody has their own type of content. The name will come to me, but it's great to be able to meet people and learn how long they've been doing their channel, what kind of content they make, who they're connected with. And I got an invitation to another event. I won't say too much about it, but if I'm able to go, then you all will know it's with a very big name. So very excited and grateful for that. So we also did a round where we stood up and kind of introduced ourselves to the group at large, because of course we're talking to the people close to us. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your channel, what kind of content you make, how long have you been doing it, how can people connect with you, so on and so forth. So that's great. I want to get back to the snacks. Okay, so this is the house salad, and this is the green salad. You can see it's got some crumbled goat's cheese on it, the slivered almonds. It has a vinaigrette. It's got some cherry tomatoes, and I thought a beautiful flower decoration on top. And another thing, I know our meatitarians are like, yeah, whatever. Wonderful flavor. And another little tip for you all, if your food has a garnish that's a plant, it is edible. So when you plate something, if you have a flower or something on it, you actually can eat it. You don't have to eat it. If you want, you can take it to the side of your plate and just go into the things that you are familiar with. But that is a little tip some of us didn't know. If you order a beverage, if it's a cocktail or you have a salad or something and it's got something, that looks kind of strange on there, it is edible. So if you are preparing or plating something, everything on the plate should be edible. All right. So that's the beautiful house salad. It was excellent. So they brought this out for all of us to enjoy. Now, here is the food. This isn't my exact plate, but this is an overhead shot. If you all want, I'll show you some of my plate. This is an overhead shot. This is a wonderful crusty piece of garlic bread, and then the 4 truffle mushroom ravioli. And then it's kind of hard to see. I'll see if I can get my pictures. A huge piece of slow roasted short rib. And then topped with this gravy, and then the apples and beets. That it was divine. It was so good. Shout out to our meatitarians. The New York strip was on the menu. Oh, I think I'll go through the menu with you all. Let's see. So, yes, the New York strip, telecherry pepper crusted and served with chimichurri. So there's the chimichurri sauce, and there's your New York strip and your potatoes. For those of you all that want to eat clean and have something simple, that was the meat. And then the fish choice on the menu was the New Zealand orange roughy crusted with crab meat. So let's zoom in here. You can see the crab on top. Here's your orange roughy served with broccolini. So you can see the broccoli underneath. Tomatoes, got some nice diced tomatoes. Purple sweet potatoes. I've never even heard of that. Wonder if that's what that is. And a lemon caper beurre blanc. So there's the, I guess, sauce or something. But yeah, it looks incredible. If you wanted to eat light, that was the seafood item on the menu. And then this must be, yes, the chicken with porcini truffle. They love their porcini mushrooms. So this is mushroom risotto. So let's take a look. You can kind of see the risotto. You can see that it's been stacked up. This is very common presentation for fancy foods, for elegant dining. I like it that way. You can get a nice bite. You cut down, you get a little bit of everything. The flavors blend together, and also it keeps your food warm. And we have another garnish with a flower. So the chicken item was mushroom risotto, porcini mushrooms, asparagus, and a truffle cream sauce. So very saucy, very good. So I'll talk a little bit about the menu. You all let me know what you think so far. So again, on the menu, we had 4 items to choose from, and this is great for hosting because you have the pasta dish, the seafood dish, the steak dish, the chicken dish. So that gives just about everybody something to choose from. If you're vegan or vegetarian, maybe you could ask for, I'm sure they have something for you. YouTube is always really good with that. And Dr. Steele says those wings looked good. They were so good. I'll see if I can find some pictures for you all. All right, so there's the group after dinner was done. Let's see if we got we had our swag, we got our little pins. There's Maggie talking, networking, just meeting people. Let's see if she got a picture of dessert. Yes. So the dessert, we had a choice between the cannoli or the key lime pie. I am a citrus girl. I am a fruit girl. So I went with the key lime pie or the key lime bar. And let me see if I can get to their dessert menu really quick. And I don't think we looked at the dessert menu. The key lime bar. This is white chocolate, coconut crusted, served with fresh lime and a white chocolate tulip, and it's presented with the strawberry lime sauce and a coconut glaze. Sorry, y'all, I didn't show it to you. There you go. So this is the dessert menu, and that is the dessert that we had. It was incredible. Oh, I could only have a few bites because by the time after the chips and avocado, after the wings, after the house salad, after the ravioli with short rib, I was stuffed. I was absolutely stuffed. Yeah, I think that's the end of the pictures. Let me see if I can go to the cannoli. But yes, it was incredible. It was absolutely. Gina says you love a key lime pie and bar. Yes, I've never had a key lime bar. That was my first time having it, and it was exquisite. It was really tart. It was sweet. It was creamy. It was just all of those flavors combined together. So let's see. I'll share this tab. And then we'll wrap up with some of my pictures and let you all have your evening. Ice makers making noise. All right, let's take this down. So you all can see, this is the outside of the restaurant. So you can see kind of modern architecture design, you know, on the inside. Like I said, it was very whimsical, very much underneath the sea, but big, beautiful Midwest sky. And you can't really tell from this picture, but it's like Boise is in a basin. So everywhere you look, there's mountains around you, very majestic, very different from what I have here in Atlanta. In the South, it's very green. And in the big city, we have a lot of skyscrapers. So you don't really see the horizon as far as the eye can see. So I definitely like to be able to see the horizon. And they actually have an ordinance that you can't have buildings taller than a certain height. And I don't know the actual reason why, but I'm assuming it's because they want to be able to see the nature all around them. So they have all of those winter sports that I don't do, the sledding, the skiing, and all that stuff. Gina says you got excited with the lime. I know, right? Tell me about it. I'm excited. Oh, with any opportunity to eat something new. All right, so going inside. So I just took a little pan around so you all can see. I know I was moving fast, but you can kind of see here. So this is the new restaurant. I think it's only been open a few months. You can even see the handle looks like a little octopus. So this is going inside to the ladies, and you can see some of the decor there, very much mermaidish. Um, Looks like a seashell or a clamshell, the sink. Y'all know I always show you the facilities. It was beautiful. No one was in there, but yes, very, very nice. His and hers. So we didn't have the unisex situation going on, but you can even see here the clamshell motif in the sink. So we've moved from the professional pictures to my pictures. So you can see now here, this is inside. You can see a little bit the lake in the back there. So they have their bar area, they have their happy hour, they have their seating here, the big, beautiful view of the water. And then back here behind these wooden panels, this is the private room where we were. So that's what YouTube had for us. All right. So just showing some more pictures, a little panoramic view around. People are coming in, saying hello. And then you all have seen this. So people are coming in, meeting and greeting, exchanging contact information, having a good time. And as always, thank you, YouTube, for inviting me to these events. They have them all the time. The YouTube Creator Collective. It's a great way to build community. I don't know of any other channels that have events like this, networking events for content creators to I'm a live streamer. There I am getting my little wristband. I'm a live streamer, so I don't, and I have I have a very full life. But sometimes people, who make content, it's kind of lonely, especially if they just record and post. So especially they are some of the ones who say they love these type of events. So there's our chips and our chunky guac. So there's Maggie. Everybody's coming in, saying hello. This is the menu. Shared with you all the menu. I brought mine home as a little souvenir. So this is what we had to choose from. And I'm glad they had a very small menu. There's my little lanyard. Y'all can see your Maggie is out and about out west, enjoying the sights and the sounds and the snacks. So it was fun. All right, so now open bar. Of course, I had to get a beverage. I forgot what this was. I just asked him to bring something light and sweet. It had probably like passion fruit, and there was some sugar cane in there. It had a whole bunch of stuff going on. It was wonderful. I forgot what it was already, but I'm that girl. I'm like, I'll tell you what my palate is craving, and then please just surprise me. So it looks like it's got a little bit of mint, a little bit of lime. This is the straw. This was real sugar cane. Again, everything is edible. And then a spritzer with something, maybe some passion fruit. It was good, y'all. Trust me, it was good. Yes, it was yummy. All right, so then we're having our chips and dip, and you all know, or if you don't know, make sure when you're eating with others for shared containers, you never eat out of the shared bowl. So you can see I'm trying to practice my etiquette here. Of course, you'll help yourself to a few chips and put them on your plate. Then you'll scoop up a little bit of guac and put that on your plate, and you eat from your own plate. Now, if you're with family or if you're the only one that has that container, of course, you can double dip if you want to. But these are some of the things that if you want to be a little bit more refined, it does stand out. All right. So we have our chips and dip. And then people are introducing. There's the Idaho painter getting ready to talk to us. Now the wings are coming out. The chicken wings are coming out, and they're looking so good. So you can see here, they're just placing these. And I love these little trays. It almost looks like a paddle. So we have our chicken wings. They're putting them down for everybody to kind of share. So yes, you all saw them, big and meaty and juicy. And y'all know I'm always taking some with the flash or without the flash. So I took a couple of chicken wings and put them on my plate. And then enjoyed them. Same thing, a little bit of chicken wings and a little bit of the Chipotle ranch after I finished my guac and chips. So they were really, really good. You can see they're big and meaty. We didn't have scrawny wings here. I'm not going to embarrass myself by eating them. It was so good, y'all. Sometimes with wings, you just have to dive in. All right, so the young lady next to me, she had a cocktail in her glass. This is actually ice. So the rim here, so you can see that's the glass. That's actually ice molded into the glass. It looks like some type of Bailey's or something, but just the presentation, you can tell by the detail. So this is the glass, and then they put the beverage in here to keep it cold. I don't know. I've never seen anything like that. You all can let me know if you have. So that's a beautiful cocktail. All right, time for the salad. So the salad comes out. This is the house salad. You can see how the greens are tossed lightly. We have the goat's cheese. We have the almonds. Just incredible. Absolutely flavorful. Very light. Some cherry tomato. Excellent. Everything was just excellent. All right, so more beverages. Of course, you can see the sun is going down in the background. Beautiful Boise nightline, skyline at night. But yes, ordered a refill of the drinks. All right, now here comes the meal. So I said, surprise me. This is what arrived. So this is the ravioli with shortbread. So you all can see here, big ravioli and this big old chunk. What did we say? We both were surprised. It was massive. The plate was massive. The portion was massive. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. So this whole hunk right here is boneless short rib. Shout out to the meatitarians. Then we have our very garlicky, crusty, but chewy bread. We have our mushroom ravioli and then the truffle mushroom sauce all over everything. It was exquisite. And I am not a pasta girl, but you all can see how tender the short rib just kind of came apart. It was incredible. So I enjoyed. I enjoyed everything then. I don't know if this is proper or not, but I had to sop up. I know it's not proper. We're not supposed to dunk our bread, but y'all, I did. I did. It was so good. All right, and then our dessert lime bar. You can see here I'm full. I took a couple of bites. I probably should have packed it. It was excellent, but that was the dessert. So you have your lime bar and then your crust over onto the side. Beautiful presentation. So yeah, that was the multiple course meal at Coa Del Mar. I would absolutely recommend it if you're ever in Idaho, in Eagle, Idaho. So just get a little bit of everything and enjoy. Yes, y'all, it was that good. It was that good. This is the cannoli. The person sitting next to me ordered the cannoli. She let me taste it. She offered for me to taste it. Of course, I did not ask. You never want to do that. It was okay. I'm glad I got the key lime bar because the filling here, this is like a marzipan cheese. It was just really like rich and kind of cheesy. Maybe you like that, but I want something sweet and something tart after the meal. So the presentation was nice if you like stuffed pastries, but I'm really glad I opted for the key lime bar, which is their signature. So we are done. We've exchanged information. We had a wonderful time, 3 hour multiple course dinner. Now it's time to leave. And then the next day I reheated it in my Airbnb. That's how much was left. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I enjoyed. So that was it, everyone. That was the dining documentary from Coa del Mar in Eagle, Idaho. Again, thank you, YouTube, for inviting me to this event. I have another event I'm going to in September. So you all will get another one of these. But if you're new here, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. I make food and femininity content, usually about 50-50. So we'll be back cooking tomorrow. Is Wednesday, so I'll do my Wednesday with Aisha. I want to recreate the butternut squash pancakes from yesterday. I think I want to do them as a muffin and see if we can do like a glaze, like a, how would you call it? The little pecan, roasted pecan glaze on there. Just my mind is kind of all over with different ideas. So I'm going to let you all have your evening. Thank you all so much for being here. Again, registration is open for the finishing school for just another week or so, because once we start, it is we are closed for registration, and you only teach it twice a year. Thank you so much, Jurgen. Thank you so much, everyone. And I will let you all go. And I hope you enjoy your evening. And I'll see you back tomorrow in the kitchen. Until then.